Hello friends and fashion lovers, you're welcome back. In this video, we are making this beautiful reversible baby dress. My name is Esther. If you're watching for the first time, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you won't miss any of the upcoming video. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching. For this tutorial, I'm using two fabric, a plain and a print fabric. The measurement you need is on the screen, and I am folding the plain fabric because I will be drafting directly on the plain fabric for visibility. So firstly, I'll start at my folded edge. I'll start by drawing a guideline. From there on, I will put the length of my dress. The length of my dress is 22 inches, and I'm adding 1.5 inch seaming allowance to the dress length. And I'm extending that marking across. Next is to put half the shoulder measurement, which is 4 inches plus half inch seaming allowance. The neck width I'm working with is 2.5 inches. That's half of it. The neck dip for the back is 1.5 inches and for the front is 2.5 inches. Half inch for my shoulder slope and 5 inches for the armhole length. The round chest measurement is 26 inches. Quarter of that is 6.5 inches, and I'm adding 3/4 of an inch as my seaming allowance. For the hem, I'm adding 3 inches to the chest measurement, and that gives me 10.25 of an inch. With that, I'm ready to connect all my points. So here I am just scaling according to measurements. Find the midpoint of the armhole line and form your armhole curve at that point. At the hemline, go up by 1 inch and curve. It just makes the hemline looks better. So it's time to cut. I am cutting out my back neck line first. That's the back neck dip. Then take out the back out and cut the front. So with this, I'm done with the front, but to the back, I'm going to give an opening. So here I'm measuring 4.5 inches and I'm marking at that point. Then I will cut through so that the child can wear the dress with ease. I'm going to use this to cut my print fabric. So here my plain and print fabric is cut exactly the same without any extra allowance. So here I've cut a back tie. It is measured 1.5 inches in width. So I'm just going to sew this. I've divided the back tie in two. I'm going to just sew it right side facing each other, and I will turn it inside out. So here they are, turn inside out. So it's time to sew my dress. I have secured the sides of my dress because I don't want them shifting around and I don't want to encroach on my seaming allowance. So here I am just pinning the back tie of the dress. So making sure that the plain is facing the plain and the print is facing the print. So that is exactly what I'm doing. So I've just secured it in place with the help of a pin. So I'm going to take to my sewing machine and sew the neckline and the slit at the back. So here it is. I'm just sewing, making sure that I'm using a precise seaming allowance. So make sure that while you're sewing, the seaming allowance is even for both. So if you're sewing with a 1/4 inch, use a 1/4 inch. If you're sewing with a 1/2 inch, use an 1/2 inch. So when you're done, it should look something like this. And I'm sewing the armhole as well. So here the armhole and the neckline has been sewn. Next is to sew the front neckline and the armhole. So please take your time while you are sewing the neckline and the armhole. Make sure you align everything properly. After sewing, next is to notch. Be careful not to cut the seam while you notch. After notching, you turn the dress right side out. You turn it right side out. It should look like this. Make sure that you arrange the shoulder part properly. So if you did the right thing, your print back tie should be facing the print and the plain should be facing the plain. So with that, it's time to sandwich it in between the front part. Make sure that the print is facing the print. Remember that the back is right side out while the front is still on the sewing position. So sandwich it in between. Pass the shoulder seam through the other shoulder seam that is presenting it wrong side. Join the dress at the shoulder as you have seen. When you're done joining it at the shoulder, just lift it up and pull it a bit out. Now you should have the right side out on both sides, as you can see. So it's time to put the right sides together, both the print and the plain. So you're going to make sure that the armhole matches. So you're going to join the dress by the side. As you have seen, make sure that you're using the appropriate seaming allowance for both sides. So take your time, make sure that the armhole line matches the print and the print, the plain and the plain. In this case, there is no lining and main fabric, they're both the main fabric. When you're done sewing, press open the side seam with your iron. So here I'm just pressing open the side seam because I don't want it bulky. So this step is important. Make sure that they're open. After that, you just turn it in. So this is where you have to take your time. Burn in your seaming allowance, both for the print and the plain, and make sure that you straighten it, trying as much as possible that they are even. So you continue doing that. Even while I did that, I still had to reconfirm all through. Make sure you pin it in place. If you're using clips, you make sure that you just secure them in place before sewing. So just keep going, straightening it out. Then here I am going to sew at my plain side so I can see that I'm still straightening it, making sure that they are even at this point. So it takes a while, But when you're sewing, make sure that you sew with a 1/4 inch seaming allowance. Just take your time and sew as close to the edge as you can, but it's not a rocket science. Just sew as neat as possible. That is what is important. Sewing as neat as possible is what is important. So there you have it. Your dress is ready. So this is how to make a reversible baby dress. If this tutorial was helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share with your friends and loved ones, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.